Great evening, Nigerians, and thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to Updates with Precious. Another day to talk about things as they take happen for inside Nigeria. So very quickly, we're going to run through some things with the share for Nigeria, and as it gets to do with today. By the way, today is a Wiki birthday, and he's celebrating. And since we've already celebrated him, no, that's not what I want to talk about. We're very worried about what thing happened to the 11 Nigerian soldiers so ABC Burkina Faso hold back. And here we won't give on a feedback of everything we concern that incident and as it take happen, plus other issues that already happen. We could begin bringing on the headlines of this matter and others one by fellow. Burkina Faso don't transfer the 11 detained Nigerian soldiers into isolated detention. And this they very risky. This now after Ibi say the lies come out, say then they don't release them. And as we speak to you, their family members now don't they raise alarm. Say that they are unable to speak to them, they don't know anything about their whereabouts, then they worried about them. And many would wonder why the Nigerian government initially come out, they quick to do a report, say, oh, they don't release them, if it be saying a lie. Because right now, they say they don't carry them go an isolated detention. This matter, it's tight past as we think say it be, but we could go further to other issues. Insecurity, terrorists don't launch fresh attack for inside Benue community. They don't grab a lot of people then for inside that community. This one safe. See the shell. Fulani headsmen don't cut off one teenage young girl hand for inside Kaduna after the family rejects marriage proposal. Yay! Bandits attack community, kidnap residents. That one said they. And then US group raises alarm on Christmas Day planned attacks in Nigerian communities. DSS confirms intelligence. In case you don't understand, a particular group from inside US don't raise alarm. Say, hello, Nigerians, they want attack on for Christmas Day for different communities. So make on a day careful. DSS don't confirm that say they aware. Now, this aware wedding, they will like and when we say they aware. But the question I say, make it no can reach Christmas Day now. Attack indeed happen, can be successful. People can't die. Now, waiting with the pray with that. Make that kind of thing not happen at all. Make it be as intelligence don't come way early now. They go feel make sure say they stop that kind of thing from happening. That now we see the BC with the hope say go happen as it gets to do with that matter. All right. So let's see. Moving on to other issues very quickly. Yes, Northern Coalition condemns links between Defense Minister Matewale, bandits leaders Farah, call for National Assembly probe. In case you don't understand the grammar, Northern Coalition don't come as we know like the relationship between Oga, Minister for State for Defense Matewale, and some bandit leaders who know like an oh yeah, I beg National Assembly not gonna probe this relationship when get with them. Okay. This isn't politics. You never met bail conditions. EFCC don't slam Oga Malami after he say Atiku Abubakar ADC slam DSS talks slam EFCC say you know what now pure witch hunt now that the witch hunt Malami be this but they can't answer and say you know say you don't meet your bail condition why be say they lie why you don't meet your bail condition. Okay, we'll go no more about it in the talk. Meanwhile, Peter Obi don't react about the U.S. Navy, which sees Nigerian-owned super tanker. And that matter don't dey grand. You remember, say, during the week we hear a report of a super tanker where they say belong to Nigeria, where U.S. Navy sees. U.S. Navy they seize Nigerian super tanker over allegations of theft of piracy. Even though say Nigerian Maritime Authority don't deny registration of the super tanker where U.S. sees, but we will look into that matter too. And then move on to other issues very quickly. As 2027, Oga Aminu Tambuwa talk say, he not follow for any no they among the Northerners where they come together to say we must come out Tinubu or Tinubu must go. He not follow for those Northerners at all. He ain't no the inside. We are in hand today. We go know when the time reach. Members must adhere strictly to rules. Obasanjo comment Turaki-led PDP. As Turaki-led PDP go meet and ask them for advice to no way forward for inside PDP. ECOWAS reaffirms commitment to regional stability integration. That one said day grand and Wike celebrates 58th birthday. Says no regret supporting Tinubu. And Tinubu Helam say you be strong man. No man you be. In fact, you be one man standing. FCCPC. I mean, Sim Fubara also Helam say our guy. You did do well. FCCPC investigates alleged exploitative airfares on southeast south roads. This one, no matter we reach investigation, because why it be say the same duration of flights from perhaps Lagos to Kaduna or Lagos to Kano? The same Lagos to Owerri, but Owerri go pay like 2 times or almost 3 times the price. I don't understand. They go tell you saying that demand now they increase the price. Hello. So people for the other places then they travel. Oh, because in Christmas. Well, I don't know. How an exclusive, how a CAC Registrar General Ishak Magaji use gets or acquire a 700 million naira duplex for inside Abuja in 2 years with BC take office, despite monthly salary of 583,000 naira. Wait, in salary now 583,000 naira as the head or registrar of CAC. How in use get money used by a house of 700 million? For inside Abuja? That's not the question we BC people they ask. We will look into that matter. Nigerian army detains Ekiti man for demanding better welfare for soldiers. Family fears for his life. So the man come up and say, hey, I'm not gonna give soldiers better welfare. I waiting at the end, no good. Oh, bam, then kidnap, detain them. You see the detention. Okay. All right, we could move on to other issues. As I take this is another matter they're now going to look into. We could not take your time too much. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to the show. Joining us from inside the studio now, Oga Peter Anosike. Oga Peter Anosike, good evening and thank you so much for joining us. Sincere apologies for bringing you out so late. Today is Saturday, so we're doing home chores and kitchen matters. Good evening, sir, and welcome.
Yeah, thank you, man.
I don't understand the band where you deal. We should collectively go and sue your band because this thing what they do you no good. You could go sue your band, sir. About A, B, or C or Z you do, sir.
Well, we don't even know.
Are you serious? Because it's not fair that they always keep you guys.
We don't know whether would there even an E or F.
Hell, I be the run dragon and reach Z. All right, so welcome to the show, sir. So, I mean, sir, before you come here, the last time we met you see a lot of things happen for Nigeria, from the attack on on Benin Republic and the seizure of our Burkina Faso, jet to, oh, by the way, waiting coalition, you can talk about the president's son and in convoy, and plenty matter then will happen. Plus, seeing Fubara importing migration to APC, to other matters than we like, just pick your mind for some of these things that don't happen for Nigeria after the last time we will talk. If you'd like to chime in on any of them, sir.
For Wonoshe what he said about Sheyi Tinubu is the only responsible statement where he don't make for the past 2 years.
Nana Loreto, he said the only responsible thing he don't talk for 2 years. Now that's when we talk about Sheyi Tinubu.
About Sheyi Tinubu. That's the only responsible statement he don't make.
So the rest when they talk,
that's how. Nah, rubbish in the talk.
Yeah.
Nah, rubbish in the talk. This man was telling us that after 1 year he will evaluate Tinubu's performance in office. After 2 years, he changed. Say nobody go force him to criticize Tinubu.
Absolutely.
So now. He says so. Understand?
Yeah. Yes.
So for me, this thing he talked about Sheyi Tinubu, which is true, because Sheyi Tinubu is using convoys that are more than that of elected governors, and it's not supposed to be so.
Okay, you hear what's happened between the first lady Remi Tinubu and Oga Adeleke, and then Mama Peace.
Yes.
I go like jump into that one too, sir.
The issue is this. I know that Remi Tinubu and Ademola Adeleke, we are senators at the same time. So they know each other. But when somebody is standing beside a seal of the state, everything is official. So what Remi Tinubu did was disrespect to the office of the governor of Osun State. It's a disrespect.
Not just to the person of Adeleke, you mean, but to the office.
No, to the office, not Adeneke, because Adeneke was standing behind a seal of office, the governor office of governor of Osun State. So it is official. It is also disrespect to the Oni, understand, to the Oni of Ife, who was also there, and the Yoruba nation as a whole, because she is not an elected officer. There's nothing like office of the First Lady in our constitution. So for me, it is a friendship that was taken too far. It was an abuse friendship.
Because some people they talk say, oh, na just jab, na friendly jab, na played in the play, nothing happen. You know, they that deep. Why people they make them look like say they that deep?
Assuming say in there elsewhere, it would have been a different thing. But he was standing behind the seal of office, which made it official. So at that particular point, it just like when somebody is standing behind the coat of arms, you go begin to throw jabs at him. It's wrong.
All right, sir. So, I mean, the whole thing will happen with Burkina Faso and, Benin Republic, first of all, before we go to Burkina Faso. Would you like to jump in on that? The big brother will rule. You know, say in context, Nigeria, they play stabilizing role for Africa. It's in our work with that.
Well, Nigeria don't become a France agent in Africa.
How, sir?
Yes. Because Tinubu did not do that for himself. He did that for Emmanuel Macron.
Why you think say no do it for himself, sir?
No, he no do it for Nigeria. He didn't do it for Nigeria. He did it for Emmanuel Macron. Because Emmanuel Macron was afraid that if military take over Benin, what Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso did, they will also do the same thing. Understand me? So he did that. Tinubu did that to protect the interests of France, not the interest of Nigeria.
And that's okay.
Who is okay? It's not our fight. We have had a series of coups in Nigeria. We have had more coups than Benin. Did any other country in Africa that's interfere? The answer is none. The answer is none. 1984, December 31st, 1983 was when Dogon Yaro announced the coup that removed the Shehu Shagari. So January 1st, 1984, Buhari came in as a military head of state. No other country interfered that a democratically elected government had been overthrown. In August 25, 1985, Babangida came in, understand, overthrowing Buhari. No other country that's interfered. Understand?
Yes, sir.
So for me, it's not our own fight.
No, but you know, some people they talk say Benin Republic, they're very close to our backyard. Very, very close. See, Badagry, see Benin Republic. So if they don't do that one, if the president not take that action, it no go good because if he reach on the month. And remember, say we just get within and call another coup scare for Nigeria now.
Okay. When they overthrew Shehu Shagari, Benin they close to us. Why didn't Benin interfere? Because Nigeria and them share boundary.
Okay, and okay, all right then. Make go enter straight to. I mean, you would like to drop your thoughts on Fubara joining APC and the Wiki's latest condition, if he has a condition. I mean, what that means politically for you in some Wiki.
Well, for me, Fubara is playing a mind game. he is playing a mind game because one, the defection is not a surprise
Of course,
because
we've been waiting for it for a long time, sir.
yes, so it's not a surprise. But I know that he joined APC to one to safeguard his administration and to also checkmate Nyesom Wike. When he said that he's not just a member of APC, but that his registration number is 0001. Understand?
Hmm. Meaning
That
same
is
goal.
0001. But which is also another person registration number that was given to him, because that number 0001 was issued in Port Harcourt in 2014.
Hmm.
Do you understand me? So how can Fubara be 0001 while people have been in APC on and on? So is it that there's no more person in APC? Is he the founding father of APC in River State? So that 0001 was somebody's registration number that was given to him. Understand?
Hmm. Okay, all right. Make we, a lot of people they talk say this means say as in first week here and the assembly then enter like this, or first them complete registration. Say it means say they'll be subjected to him, and some people they talk say go day politically okay for Wiki, but it's still based on speculation. By the way, today Wiki is celebrating birthday, and he Fubara also wished him happy birthday and said that they are proud of the work he's doing, they're proud of him, that he's their leader. He said so. And of course, the president, too, where people the rumor say him and Wiki go don't get problem because of somebody language lately. Also, here Wiki to tell and say, tell him how he be top performer. And he Wiki in turn also confessed that he doesn't regret supporting the president since 2022. He never regret to support the president. So we never know how the pendulum will swing go at the end of the day, but we never know what's in the cook down to. So everybody just get their fingers crossed. But make we work straight, get into the crux of the matter. First, beginning with the case of Burkina Faso. As Burkina Faso, we hear, according to them, say they don't transfer the 11 detained Nigerian soldiers. We've been there inside the flight where they say Miss Road, go reach, land gets mechanical problem, Congo land for inside Burkina Faso. Say they don't carry the 11 soldiers, go put inside isolated detention. This one amid ongoing diplomatic tensions where they happen right now. The Nigerian government has reportedly been unable to formally prove to the junta that the C-130 aircraft, that is the aircraft in question, was indeed flying to Portugal. Now, sources also close to the matter claim that the junta suspects that the aircraft was connected to the operations deployed to counter the coup in Benin Republic. In fact, according to them, say and waiting we hear say the aircrafts leave Nigeria without a particular destination. As the aircraft leave, you suppose get a particular destination where you put say na there you go. He leave without a particular destination. The first place where they see and reach na Benin Republic. After Benin Republic, he no show for radar again until he land, he get that problem in Burkina Faso. So waiting make they know clearly states where the destination be if truly they be go Portugal. Why it be say they no specify them from beginning, saying that where did they go? I mean, the flying routes now such a way that once you set out for your journey, you could put exactly where you did go. So why did they not do that? That's the question everybody ask. Because of these are the permutations really happen now. In a similar incident, Burkina Faso also arrested 4 French nationals in I think Ouagadougou in December
Wow.
2023, I think last year, accusing them of espionage. And then the French government denied they were DGSE agents. The junta demanded, I think, a 150 million euro and military equipment for their release. Now, after prolonged negotiations mediated by Morocco, the French nationals were freed in December 2024, reportedly following a government, I think, a payment of 60 million euro. Is it the money where they collect? 60 million euro, now they pay before they transfer, and then transfer of some heavy artillery, now they give them before they release those ones. Now, France continues to deny any payment, but reports from francophone countries insist that Burkina Faso government was compensated before such release even happened. As it stands right now, Burkina Faso appears ready to leverage the situation with the Nigerian soldiers unless the Nigerian government accelerates negotiations. We never know what will happen to those people at all at all. Now, within all this one mean so far?
Well, the AES are now seeing Nigeria as an ally to Macron.
Why? Like
Understand?
because of the Benin Republic thing what we do. By the way, we hear son I don't sign
This is
tax relationship with Macron. So I
it
didn't go help on
all. So this is
intelligence.
where
Yes.
understand.
Yeah.
Yes. So anything Nigeria going to maybe Niger, Burkina Faso, or Mali, they will say that the French government has a hand in it. And this thing happening just within 24 hours after the coup in Benin. It's very, very suspicious. But Nigeria government is guilty of misinformation and disinformation because they never told us that they were under arrest. Never told us that the soldiers were under arrest. Understand? They said that that it was a flight problem and that it had been resolved and that the soldiers had been released.
Yes. But why that initial statement we can't turn out to be lies, sir? You get any idea why they get to like that kind of lie?
But you know something that these soldiers have families. If you say that they have been released and the families waited without seeing maybe their uncle or their father, they will begin to shout. So why tell this thing lie? So for me, these countries, Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, are seeing Nigeria as their enemy because of Tinubu's relationship with France. So what understand?
Yes, I do, sir.
Because in Africa now, Tinubu appears to be Emmanuel Macron's best friend.
Emmanuel
So
Macron, Sheyi Tinubu, too senior Sheyi Tinubu.
you say
Emmanuel Macron not too senior Sheyi Tinubu.
at all now, at all
Make
now,
us say best friend now say make
at all.
you say Baba
So
na Baba.
So, and this is the first time that any Nigerian government is allying with France, because it was France that made Nigeria to lose Burkina Faso. I mean to lose Bakassi. It's
To
France
Cameroon.
that made it was France that made Nigeria to lose Bakassi because Cameroon is a francophone country. So they made sure.
Where be that area then? Go ahead, sir.
Yes. So they made sure that the judgment went in favor. You know, it was in Paris that it was decided. So they made sure that the judgment went in favor of Cameroon, which is a francophone country. And Nigeria government is aware of this. So both Obasanjo, Musa Yar'Adua, Jonathan, Buhari, none of them was relating with the French government.
So why
So
did
it's
such
Tinubu
closeness
that
with
now
French government?
I don't understand you.
I said, then why this our present administration closeness with French government?
That's what we don't understand now. And they're coming to do it at a very wrong time. At a very wrong time. When the francophone countries don't they open their eyes, they see the evil that the French government is doing to them.
Now, it did
So
one of the things.
Tinubu,
Okay, sir. Go ahead, sir.
so Tinubu entered this relationship at a very, very wrong time. And that is why it is making him a lot of enemies.
Now, there are also sources that are saying that the Portuguese government don't talk, say they really know their way, say Nigerian plane, they come meet them. How possible if they say Nigerian plane supposed to come Portugal and they don't know? I mean, the last time when they say Nigeria service our plane for Portugal, but then at 2018 and 2022, so maybe the last time we service plane for Portugal, I'll never do them again since that time because of the service for Ikeja here by ourselves. So how come we be say now we can't think of say we won't go service plane for inside Portugal, and then we didn't. The Portuguese government know they are aware. They know no say that kind of thing they happen. If that report is correct,
For me, everything is shrouded in secrecy. The movement is very, very suspicious. And that's why the Burkina Faso government decide to detain them. Because even if you are this plane has
mm.
fault, you must communicate. Understand?
Yes, sir.
You must communicate to the country that you are going. Understand? So that because this is one violation of their airspace. That's exactly what happened. Nigeria violated their airspace, and
Mm.
one this they are even lucky that they did not shoot it
Shoot it
down.
down. Hmm.
Sure, sure.
All right. As it take be like this now, waiting diplomatically when Nigerian government supposed to ensure the release of these 11 people.
Well, as I said, Tinubu's relationship with Macron would will not make it easy. Tinubu's relationship with Emmanuel Macron it will not make it easy. And I'm sure that's why they decided to transfer those people to an isolated area. Understand?
Hmm. Hmm.
So that one, that to make the negotiation tough. So
So again, if they were actually headed for Portugal, why then switch off their transponder so that their destination would be unknown? Why? Because now waiting
I
will carry, according to the investigation by the Burkina Faso.
I say the whole thing is shrouded in secrecy. The movement is very, very suspicious. Even if you are going to Portugal, where the company in Portugal must know that you are coming.
Hmm. I mean, the last time we went to Portugal to service our plane is 2011, I hear. 2011, not even 2018, 2011. And since then, with the service here, full time, I think since 2018, with the service here fully for inside our
So I
Keja here.
say I
Hmm.
say even if they have decided to go to Portugal, the company that services there must be aware. This is not keke that you go just drive to a mechanic house or say, oh yeah, pump, pump, pump. No, understand? Because as a jet, they have to create space for you.
Yes.
Understand? You have
I
to
didn't
get.
go tell you to land safe. Now they go tell you as you go use land.
So the people will be fully aware that you are coming. So that is why to me it's a problem.
So now,
It's a
no vex. So why it be say if, for instance, France they involved for this, and ECOWAS now don't be vexed for this Benin Republic incident. Sorry, sir, they come back to this Benin issue. Why then did they so worried about Benin issue? But you see the one that happened for Guinea-Bissau, they're not they worried about them. The Guinea-Bissau coup is said to have been under the prompt of the sitting president. Where did they lose election? ECOWAS no talk say, oh, we will don't support this coup, send troop down, we will send military. Why they not do them for Guinea-Bissau? Why it be seen that this one won't happen for Benin? Now all of them can shine high again. And ECOWAS was almost close to doing the same thing in Niger Republic. So why Niger they important to them pass Guinea-Bissau, where it be saying that follow presidents, we sit down with them for ECOWAS and call for that coup for inside Guinea-Bissau. Not vex. Make we understand.
Because for Guinea and Bissau, na them. Understand? It is the sitting president who does not want to hand over to the opposition that called military to take over. And it is the same the Air Force jet of the military that they used that to carry the president out of the country. So it was an RNG. It was an RNG. So the people that take over are not likely going to do what the Nigerian or the Burkina Faso head of government did.
All right, so it is one thing we also they worried about as it get to do with this whole thing that happen for the Sahel nations or what they happen with crews. If you look at Burkina Faso and the rest of them, the three countries, their economy don't they a bit more improved than they ever were before the coup. What did they happen? Why it be say this junta will be winch we carry home, come make the economy is going to like say they improve. I mean, right now as I speak to you, the Burkina Faso airline, I think Air Burkina or so, they don't reduce transport, air flight tickets within the West African region to as low as about $500 something, while others within their counterpart they charge about $1,000. Do you understand that, sir? So now then they set the pace. How come people where be say now them no they democracy, now then they commit sin, now then can they give dividends of democracy to their people? Why it be like that?
For me, civilian dictatorship is far worse than military dictatorship.
So others in this civilian dictatorship now we see they try to
Nigeria there's civilian dictatorship.
hey,
And if
have a democracy.
Nigeria there's civilian dictatorship. A military dictatorship is only few people that are chopping the money. But in a civilian dictatorship, a lot of people are chopping the money. So that is the difference between a civilian dictatorship and a military dictatorship. And again, when they were before they decided that to do this overthrow, the civilian governments then we are giving their mineral resources for a kobo to the French government. Understand? They were giving their resources for a kobo, that is to the French government. But now they are sending their natural resources at the international price.
You see?
Understand?
So they
are now making
then they enjoy the full benefit of their natural resources now.
Of their natural resources. Understand? So they are now making far more money than when those civilians were in government.
Okay. This relationship, this our newfound love with Emmanuel Macron now, and especially when it be say some African countries and say they don't tire, even though say some of them still under their grip, but even while under their grip, they say they still don't tire, and yet so they go make friends. We hear say right now don't sign tax deal with France, even though say government not tell us, and according to that thing, they say the deal happened without the accent of the National Assembly. The deal now say French could help us with technology where we use monitor our taxing system. And what that means is that French will be exposed to me and you account and our incomes. That means they could be exposed to the resources of Nigeria. While most of the African countries within they fear say they want them to leave, they don't tire for their grip. We now would introduce them to our economy, Gongo. What's in that one mean to us?
Anybody we know Paris very well. In Paris, there's a department for the study of Nigeria. Understand? In Paris, they have a department where they are studying about the developments in Nigeria, because they don't want an Anglophone country to be the leader in Africa. So on and off, they have been seeking for division in Nigeria. They prefer Cote d'Ivoire to be leading in Africa because it is their own.
Yeah, Francophone.
Yes. So that's why a lot of people are surprised. They say, okay, madam,
Sir?
let me tell you how French government rigged the Burkina Faso. This Bakassi thing.
Okay.
Understand? They had Nigeria had. You say?
That's Cameroon. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, Nigeria had 5 delegations, 5-man delegation to Paris. Understand?
Yes, sir.
That so on getting to Paris, so French government had beautiful ladies waiting for the Nigerian delegation at the airport. Understand? So as they are coming, they are can I handle your briefcase? So our Nigerian men, in our pride and foolishness, we are handing over their briefcases to those French women, ladies. Understand? But they have the exact of that briefcase. So when they get those briefcases, they will switch it. Understand me?
This is reality.
One of them told me this story. One of them told me this story. Gambari was one of those that was sent there. There were 5. Understand? So as Nigerian, they were monitoring them from Abuja to France. They got their exact briefcase. So when they were, let me have your briefcase. When you see that's a beautiful lady wearing a mini skirt, understand? Approaching, you surrender your briefcase. Understand? So as they were going, they switch that briefcase with the one that they already have. When they get in the hall, present your documents.
Utilo.
They were opening all their briefcases, it was empty. Understand me? They were opening their briefcases.
So not one person among them, one like this, we no get common sense, we no common.
Understand me? When a beautiful lady approaches you, can I have your briefcase, sir? Can I have your briefcase, sir? They were feeling with the Agbada now, handing over those briefcases. Why they have the exact type of briefcase. So as they were going, they were switching that briefcase with their own. So when they get inside the hall, it was, and they now opened it to bring us documents to defend the Bakassi. It was empty. Their briefcases was empty. Understand?
Wow.
So, but Nigeria government cannot report this. Understand? Because it is shameful.
So now, so we lose the case. Nobody fit defend. They don't fit defend themselves.
That's how we lose Bakassi. Understand? They cannot tell us the detail of what, because it is shameful. And this was done by the French government under Obasanjo.
Wow. All
So
right.
France have never been our friend. We have been wondering why this sudden change from UK or United States to France. It has never happened or before.
All right. Just like somebody could, rightly stated right here in the comment to say, if this coalition, be this merger, the MOU with French work, that means France could get the French government or the French company could get every business person or bank account holder and every bank account holder details. And what does that mean for us?
Well,
Why
it
Why should our
it
president accept that? And then doing it without the consent of the National Assembly, even though we know say they will still grieve now within he wants. Why?
it means that we have lost our sovereignty to France. Understand? Because whoever controls the economy controls everything. And mind you, Emmanuel Macron is
Mm.
on his way out. The economy of France is collapsing on a
Yes,
daily
people they
basis.
blame am saying that because of what they do for Africa, and I make the economy they collapse.
Sure.
Yes.
Understand? He is on his way out. His prime minister resigned under 1 month. And right now, they are calling for election in France, which a woman might win. Understand? Because the inflation in France is high. The economy is not doing well. So they have now seen somebody that they will use and balance, which is Nigeria, which is very, very unfortunate.
All right, sir. Let's quickly move on to other issues because we've spent quite a lot of time with this already. So, panic don't grip communities. For inside, I think Mnashisha, Tongov area of Katsina-Ala local government area of Benue State, following a fresh or renewed attacks by suspected and Fulani terrorists, as the news reported, allegedly led by a notorious gang leader known as Jugu. Now, residents said the armed group invaded the area early in the week, abducting several people from their homes before returning on Friday evening to carry out yet another raid that resulted in many abductions and left others injured. A community source who spoke on condition of anonymity said the heavy armed attackers arrived at, I think, about 4 p.m. on Friday, yesterday, Friday, from the Cam Axis. The terrorist gang, led by notorious leader known as Jugu, came to came with his boys around 4 p.m. That is 4 o'clock in the evening on Friday this time. Among those they took away was a young man, I think Ayange Ipa. Now waiting then talk say it happened. Now the sources added that the abductors were yet to make any ransom demands, heightening anxiety among affected families. So far, they never make any demands. I mean, this is very worrisome. Say again, Benue State, just why this happened just when U.S. congressmen just thought, say, oh, they just come back from Benue State, from Nigeria and giving account of the kind of horrific things we be said and see for Benue State. By the way, Congressman Riley Mobin gets another interview with Fox News, this time a different presenter, where Ibise also give account of the things that we see again for inside Benue State. No, quickly go listen to that.
And I do want to get to your trip to Nigeria. You went to Nigeria, and what could have been a dangerous mission, armored vehicles, to see what is going on.
And what could have been a dangerous mission, armored.
On the ground. Nicki Minaj continuing to call attention to this. She tweeted out yesterday, on Christ the solid rock I stand, all other ground is sinking sand. All other ground is sinking sand. Free the Christians in Nigeria. We have some pictures from your trip. Tell us about what you saw.
Well, it was really heartbreaking, Kaylee. It really was. I'd met a woman who had unfortunately had to witness all 5 of her children murdered right in front of her. I met another woman, and these were all folks in internally displaced camps. She had lost her husband, her 2 daughters, and the Fulani Islamic radicals had murdered her unborn child and taken it out of her. and she survived that. And they are all living in these internally displaced camps. There is a systematic genocidal campaign by the Fulani Muslim radicals in the middle belt of this country to push these Christians off of their ancestral land. Now, I will say this, though. We did have a positive meeting with the Nigerian government. We do have positive things that are coming out of that government that I think that is going to put us on a path where we can come up with a strategic security framework and a cooperative agreement where we can start to address these things. Obviously, first and foremost, my concern, the president's concern, is these Christians who are being slaughtered, our brothers and sisters in Christ, but also the terrorist threat that they face in the northeast of the country, which is Boko Haram and ISIS, which are obviously terrible, terrible perpetrators in the unwanted death of Christians, even non-Christians, Muslims, everything alike. We've dealt with them for a number of years, but the problem is two-tiered, but we have to address this Christian persecution and genocide that's happening in the middle belt of this country.
For sure. And thank you for keeping a focus on it to President Trump and Nicki Minaj as well. Thank you.
All right. So, Dr. Nosike, sir, I don't know whether you don't hear, this just after he left, where he tweeted and he's complaining, still having an interview about his experience and the things doing here for Benue State. Another attack don't start again. Another attack don't start again. What is going on? With all the terrorist guards where President Tinubu don't send out and all the charge where you don't give military and the change of the defense minister and all that, people would have thought that there would have been some sort of, calm. But no. What's in the happen, sir?
Well, for me, what happened is just a dress rehearsal. Things are still the same. That somebody removed the khaki and put on agbada has not made him a Superman. So Musa is still the Musa that was removed as a CDS because of incompetence. So what is happening is already entrenched. It did not start today. So it is a tree that has gotten a tap root. So you cannot just uproot it easily. So they are everywhere, both in Benue, in Plateau, and other parts of the country. And you cannot tell them just go back to where you come from. It's not easy.
So people will just keep dying like that?
Well,
especially because of the new arrangements with Nigerian government and the US based on this conversation. People don't think, say, the president could don't charge the troops to make sure say if we hear something like this again. So
I say nothing really changed. Nothing really changed. Telling that Musa was made the chief of army staff. Musa was the leader of Operation Doyle. Understand? What did he do then? So he had been part of the failure of the system. So they can recycling him will not make any difference at all. It's not making any difference until what will solve this problem is boots on the ground by the United States.
All right, sir. And let's quickly jump on another thing very quickly so that we will fit digress. Now, in another development, we hear say a 15-year-old girl, her name is Indira Sabon, she has been brutally attacked and had her hand cut off after her family rejected a forced marriage proposal by a suspected Fulani headsman in Goska community, Kaninkun Ward, Kafanchan, Jama local government area of Kaduna State. Now, a family member who spoke with I think this is Sahara Reporters News today, Saturday, said the attackers had earlier approached Endurance mother while she was working on the family farm. They had demanded that the teenage girl be given to them in marriage. According to their account, the incident occurred while Endurance, her mother, and other relatives were farming at about 10 a.m. on Friday, just yesterday, when the man approached them, praising the girl's beauty and insisting she should be married to one of them. In fact, quoting them that they say, we were working on the farm from about 10 a.m. that day. My mother and my niece were together. While they were there, some Fulani headsmen approached them and started telling my mother to give them the young lady's hand in marriage, saying she was very beautiful. My mother thought they were joking. They kept speaking in their dialect and repeatedly called the girl by name. Now, after finishing their farm work later in the day, the family members waited for a motorcycle to take them back home at about 6:30 p.m., unaware that the men had been trailing them through the bush. After they had finished their work, they waited for about an Okada to take them back around 6:30 p.m., unknown to them that these people had been trailing them from the bush and set an ambush near the farm. As they were walking, four of them in total, the attackers suddenly rushed them. The older women fell down, and the attackers shone on they shone on they shone a torchlight on one of them and realized she was not the girl they wanted. The source explained. Now, the source explained that the attackers then allegedly searched again, identified Endurance, the young lady, seized her, and dragged her into the forest, where she was attacked and severely injured. They then searched again with the torchlight, found the young girl, grabbed her, and dragged her into the forest. There, they attacked her and inflicted a deep cut on her hand. Endurance was first taken to the General Hospital Kafanchan before they referred her to a private medical emergency care. Now, there, now they come perhaps talk about cutting off her hands. Now, she was later referred to Kafanchan Hospital. It's a horrible story, really. Now, a young girl had to face this situation because what? She's beautiful and she refuses to marry them. That's all. So that's this like a bully, like they have to also bully people. And then elsewhere, we also hear that on Friday, another attack also happened from another place again. I mean, this is still happening repeatedly without any stop. Although, say, United States-based humanitarian organization equipping the persecuted won't raise the alarm over what they that's a different incident rather. They've raised an alarm over what they call that there's going to be a coordinated attack on Christmas Day. And the DSS don't affirm say that attack indeed they don't get the intelligence for the attack. With all these things really happen, what's the possibility, say, with all this continuous attack right now, and then this fresh intelligence about an attack on Christmas Day, say the DSS will work on this intelligence to ensure say nobody wound, nobody die on Christmas Day, if because of all this kind of things. What do we expect the DSS to do, sir? Or the
Well,
Nigerian
they say to be forewarned is to be forearmed.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yes, so they have gotten the intelligence. What they have to do now is to be proactive. That to make sure that it will not happen. That's what they are supposed to do, because the KB own, the governor got the intelligence and passed it over to the security men, and it still happened. So they should make sure that this one now will not happen, because it's becoming one too many. And it seems as if these people are just giving the impression that America cannot do anything.
Congratulations, sir. They don't bring your lights.
Yes, sure.
Thank you, sir. So, like, you think that they are daring America, that America cannot do more than a dead rats?
Exactly.
Hey,
Exactly. Because since Donald Trump made sent that message, this thing has been on the increase. So for me, they are simply say either two things. Either that they want to Donald Trump that to come and scatter all the country. Because that's the impression. Or maybe they are thinking that Donald Trump coming might lead to a change in government. So I don't know what is really is in their mind at all.
Okay, all right. Then moving on very quickly, it did one important story save. This one is to get to do with Matewale as the coalition of northern group CNG. They don't call for an urgent National Assembly-led investigation into allegations linking the Minister of for State for Defense, Matewale, Bello Matewale, to bandit leaders operating in Zamfara State and wider Northwest. Say, I beg, excuse me, National Assembly, please. You know, we have been hearing this coalition, relationship between him and these people. Oh, yeah, can you people come and investigate it? Do you see the National Assembly acting upon this request?
For me, Tinubu should just sack the Minister of State for Defense,
Just
because
sack.
sack him and they send him over to DSS, because one, the governor of Zamfara now was his deputy. Understand?
Mm,
The current governor of Zamfara was his deputy, and
yes.
the governor has come out to say what Matawenda was doing with the bandits when he was the governor. The current governor has come out and say what Matawenda was doing when he was the governor with mandate. Understand? Then this guy that calls himself the SSSA,
Mm-hmm.
senior special assistant, are the one that spoke in Hausa
Mm.
2 days ago, came out and again confirmed what the current governor of the state said. So what else are we are we are we investigating? The guy was talking, showing documents. Understand? So what else are we investigating? So Tinubu should just sack him and hand him over to DSS. It is the DSS that should do this investigation. But
So, but,
before
mm, go ahead, sir.
but before any investigation, he should resign from that office.
Attention. But, sir, why is it difficult for the Nigerian police or Nigerian security to use the same fire where they will use arrest you now if you talk one thing bad about government? Would they use enter inside Benin Republic to go defend the democracy of another country? Why they hard to use that same energy to stop this whole nonsense that they happen for Nigeria? I like to understand, sir. Do you have an idea why?
Well, because many of them are benefiting from it.
Wow. To the extent
Many,
that we have these people have TikTok accounts, have different accounts, and nothing can be done about it. I mean, we hear the confessions of General Ali Kefi. Instead, they talk more. And then they talk, so people wait there inside this government, one way or the other, they get association with people with their government generally, especially for Buhari government. They get association with people they cause all this crime. And since some of them, even they involved for illegal mining, we follow they cause all these problems. And then there's nothing we can do about it.
that's why I say many of them are benefiting from it, and they will not want the sugar that is in their mouth to stop. Understand? So that is the thing.
At the
They cannot.
expense of their own people within vow say they go protect.
You say,
I say at the expense of Nigerians within vow say they go protect.
are they caring about the Nigerian people?
Okay,
Then
make I quickly play your next of this interview with Bosu Tijani. I seem they try answer question around why if you say they no fit arrest the bandits them as in get TikTok accounts and then they make calls. Why they had to arrest them? Make I take a reaction to that interview.
Living in those places, so the profit opportunity for them is not significant. So we want to go there and invest in towers so that we can connect our people and ensure that no one is left behind.
Quickly, let's close on this, and I'll take you on the issue of how your ministry, the intersection between your ministry and national security.
Absolutely.
There are reports of kidnapping and using unregistered or fraudulently registered SIMs. Why do these SIMs still exist in the system despite the NIN SIM linkage policy of Nigeria?
I cannot. So what you've put to me is whether it's fact to you, I don't know where you're getting that from, and I don't know who has that evidence that there are people with SIMs that are not registered.
We just imagine that with BVN, with NIN, these guys are making calls. We should be able to track them.
It's more technical than that.
Communication.
It's more technical than that. There was an exercise that was conducted by the telcos to clean out all SIMs. The reason why the president actually pushed us to invest in towers in those areas was the fact that we realized that there was a special kind of technology that they were using to call. They weren't using the normal towers. They bounce calls off multiple towers. When they leave, that's why they enjoy living in areas where it's unconnected at all. And when we're talking about these things, it's why we're upgrading the 2 satellites we have, that if our towers are not working, our satellites will work, because Nigeria is the only country in West Africa with satellites, with communication satellites. We're now bringing new satellites to upgrade the capabilities of those. Is why we're investing in the fiber.
All right, so that the Nigerian Minister of Communication, Innovation and Digital Economy, now they talk that one, Têrrørīsts, now they talk this one. Basically, I think it permit me to summarize the conversation. Say now because of these people they use more sophisticated technology past us. Those people will be saying they wear better clothes. We look hungry, safe. They use more sophisticated technology past us now. It's make it hard for us to intercept them, even while they make calls to connect and stuff. Then make I take a reaction, sir.
But Daniel Bonda told us that the reason why they cannot track them is because they are using Starlink. That's the exact word that Daniel Bonner used.
Yes, that they use Starlink,
which is not registered here in the country. Understand? So what Daniel Bonner is saying is different from what this minister.
So which person? That this one be the real minister of nine day in charge of NIN communication, digital economy. So now he's supposed no pass.
So everybody is giving excuses. Everybody is giving excuses. Now imagine bandits using superior communications more than a country. Understand? People when no go school, where believe say Western education is haram, but they are using sophisticated equipment more than a country. So it is a shame. It is a very big shame.
Wow. And this is just the way we'll be in this country like this?
Well, make with the watch now.
All right, sir. So moving on, I mean, Matewale and the EFCC, sorry, I said Matewale, Malami and EFCC, they get back and forth. As Ibi said earlier, Atiku Abubakar and the ADC, the Slam EFCC, say, what to make the movie release Malami, say that because of pure witch hunt, say that they use the EFCC as a tool against political opponents. While Ibi say him, they also talk, say, what to make the dependent because of Abacha loot, where in no return, amongst other issues. But then the EFCC spokesperson don't talk. They insist say the matter we get to do not get anything to do with Malami, no get anything to do with politics. So because of saying no meeting bail condition. According to the graft agency, Malami's continued detention was neither politically motivated nor linked to his media appearances or political activities, but stemmed solely from his failure to meet the 5 conditions attached to the provisional administrative bail earlier granted to him. Now, the commission described the claim as misleading narratives gaining traction in the public space. Now, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, don't talk that one. Say, so how you take here? Make a no rush, make a no go talk.
For me, it is politically motivated.
In spite of the fact saying name come out recently as people will be say they follow sponsor terrorism or we get as relationship with people where they sponsor terrorism.
Because if they know that he didn't return Abacha loot, Tinubu has been in office for more than 2 years now. Why is it now that he declared for the governorship of Kebbi under ADC and attended that a rally of ADC that all these things
So since when they come into government, why they not look into a matter since?
Why they have not?
Somebody also did ask a question here that would they have done Simi Buhari was alive?
Never. And okay, Sirika, the guy that duped Nigeria with that Ethiopian what is happening? Understand? That one was an open 419. Within 15 minutes, he had duped Nigeria of $3.5 billion. Why haven't they arrested him? Instead of arresting him, he was given a chieftaincy title in his community in Katsina because he has not joined the ADC. Any day he say I'm joining ADC, that case will
resurrect.
Come up. And okay, in the issue of Ngige, it's because since 2023, Ngige had not been very, very active with APC.
But he's an APC member.
But he had not been active. Understand? And again, it was after his meeting with P2B that this thing started.
How dare he meet with P2B?
Yes, after the attack now, P2B went to commiserate with him. Understand? So it was after that. They're not even talking about the assassination attempt anymore. Understand? They are no more talking about investigating those who attacked his convoy and so on and so forth. Understand? What they are now after is that he stole 2.2 billion. What of Omar Farouk, of the Women Affairs Minister?
Yes.
Understand?
Better
yes. So better do his own money no get weight. I'm talking of those whose money get weight. Understand? So all these things are politically motivated. That to put fear in people.
So that even if another person went there, I mean, we just talk.
Yes, yes.
All right, sir. Okay, so I mean, this incident about Nigerian maritime, Nigerian tanker, where you say they seize and all that. Let me put my inside because little bit don't talk about I see they react to them. For inside in Facebook post, he say he warned the Nigerian government for inside the in the past about illegal activities. Now, Obi called for proper investigations into the matter and said the incident was a wake-up call. He writes, saying, my attention has been drawn to reports that the Nigerian-owned supertanker was seized by the United States authorities over allegations of crude oil theft and related illicit activities. While the full facts are still emerging, the development is deeply troubling and speaks to a much bigger crisis that has continued to undermine our national economy or global reputation, the future of our young people. They talk a lot concerning them. If you remember, the United States seized a Nigerian-owned supertanker over allegations of theft and piracy. But we hear say the Nigerian Maritime Administrative and Safety Agency, NASA, they don't dismiss the reports linking them to the super tanker. You can see. Then talk say no, not be them. In fact, when they hear say they say that tanker said they no register them for Nigeria at all, so it don't belong to them. So we actually do not know. In fact, in a statement issued, I think they said the 20-year-old tanker with is not registered under the Nigerian flag and has no authorization to operate as a Nigerian vessel. Then how come the US make mistake and call a Nigerian vessel or Nigerian tanker?
For me, America don't just do like Nigeria police they do, because Nigeria police they first of all arrest you
before investigation,
before asking you what did you do. Understand? What did you? The first of all arrest somebody, then before asking him what did you do. So for them, they will make sure that every investigation has been done before taking any action. Because when you don't investigate very well, you will end up embarrassing yourself. So and we know that our government are not telling us the truth. Our government is fond of misinformation and disinformation. So in this kind of thing, that's why I always support the foreign body than the Nigerian government. They will say that you are not patriotic, but you cannot be patriotic. Why your government is not telling you all the truth? Just like when they tell us that they have released the 11 soldiers, and up to today they are still in detention. I'm not hearing you. I'm not hearing you. Okay.
I was telling you about what Aminu Tambuwa said. He not talk, say he no follow for those where they talk, say Tinubu must go, or those Northerners when they come together, say Tinubu must go. However, say in they chim, incident tight, they make sure say anything will come out, both Tinubu, the whole of APC for 2027, say in hand inside. The thing will make sure say they come out democratically. Not be just about say Tinubu must go. So in they committed to making sure say they come out totally. Meanwhile, to respond to that, the PDP, Turaki lead PDP go meet Obasanjo on way forward on how they go use rescue the party, and Obasanjo don't advise him. So do you see the PDP also waking up, being revived?
Well,
don't give them ideas. It made make sure say everybody, every member of the party adheres strictly to rules.
For me, you know, PDP now day two. One faction now weaker support group.
But that faction don't get any backing from the National Working Committee.
The weaker support group.
Yes, which member of the National Working Committee they part of them? I mean the board. Which member of the board they
but they now have their own board now.
But they know originally the originally constituted board for inside where they know. None of them they with them. They cannot go and manufacture board and come and say that those ones are with them. I never listen to that kind of one.
Well, this is Nigeria. Anything can happen in Nigeria. But for me, I'm not seeing PDP being formidable before 2027.
Oh wow, they're not going to resolve this issue at all.
No. I've not seen PDP becoming formidable before 2027. And again, you hear of the rumor that's of the chairman of PDP Governors Forum, Banda Mohammed, that he's trying to Understand?
Yes, sir.
So, if the chairman of the PDP Governors Forum should or defect, what will the rest of the party?
Wow. So if chairman come up for the party, waiting the rest people will come do for inside the party. What is left of the party?
They
I mean,
become
Adeleke also left. Do you not think it's because they actually doubt? I mean, if you say that because they fear for waiting Wike go fit achieve through the judiciary.
through judiciary and INEC.
Mm.
Through
But the new
judiciary.
INEC chairman saying they committed to playing very fair.
Now, so he never talk rich watching his predecessor talk. Understand? So had the case to say, believe this, you will believe everything. So for me, it is better to start running now when rain has not started funding, and that's what Adeleke
He's
did.
doing. Because I mean, he has an election next year, so he get battle ahead of him. Because the APC right now don't get a consensus candidate, which is not a Yetola, by the way, and it may make it tougher for him because people go won't feel settle for that person instead of a Yetola because they are committed. You know, the president is interested in Osun State.
That's his home state now.
That's why I hear. No, but he's a Lagos man. He was born by Madam Mogaji in Lagos State. Sir.
But you are telling me.
Oh.
Have you seen his birth certificate?
Now Wikipedia, sir.
Which hospital?
Now Wikipedia. Now Wikipedia.
Which hospital was he born?
No, those days we need a born for hospital. You know, say those days we even school for home till we become junior school group. So, sir, very quickly, this thing about air fares, why it be say air ticket around southern routes be more expensive than around northern routes? What's they happen? People say now the pressure of demand.
It is not true. It is not true. It's because Igbos are extorting their brothers and sisters.
Oh, so this time Igbo man against his own Igbo man. Igbo man
yes.
do his own Igbo man.
Yes, I'm an Igbo man, but that's what is happening. Understand? Okay, even now by road today from Maza to Onitsha, they are calling 43,000. From Maza to Onitsha this morning. Today is 13th of December. I'm sure before 25, it will reach 50 something.
Wow.
You understand? And I had the experience of doing Osa Bionda. Understand? That's 1993. At that time, northern transporters were carrying their own people free to the north. Igbo transporters were increasing fare. Understand? If you come in the morning, the price you will pay will not be what you pay in the evening. So they saw that as an opportunity to make money, and that's what is still happening now. The distance from Lagos to Abuja and from Lagos to Enugu is almost the same thing. So the aviation fuel is almost the same thing.
So then why are we doing this to ourselves? That's the question.
That's it. So it is wickedness on the part of Igbo businessmen and women. It is wickedness.
This is sad. Okay.
Right now, the ticket don't they reach 500K. Are you aware of it?
It's 500K. No, it never they reach 500K.
You see, why Abuja to Kanu, Abuja to Kaduna is still the same thing. So they see their Igbo people as people that they can make money. Whatever you charge them, they must pay. So that is exactly what is going on. Government has no hand in this. It is wicked Igbo businessmen that is doing this.
Wow. Wow. All right, sir. So this one where FCCPC they look into to look whether there is an extortion. Do you think that there's a possibility that they will come up with something?
There's clear, there's clear extortion. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Because because as I say, the distance is almost the same thing. So why is the price different? The distance is almost the same thing. Why is the price?
And at the same tax, all of them they pay. No, be saying northern taxes they different from their own.
No, it's the same
Why
thing.
is the price different?
It's empty. So in Nigeria, they always use the investigation to cover up things. Understand? They always use the investigation to cover. So this is Igbo man's wickedness against his own brother. That's what is happening. Government has no hand in this thing.
All right, Nigerians phone lines are open. Let's begin to take your thoughts and reactions on the conversations we've reached tonight. 0817-029-4077. That is the number to call. 0817. If you'd like to jump in on the conversation to react to any of the stories, any of what we've discussed today, feel free to do so. Call the WhatsApp line 0817-029-4077. Only on WhatsApp, not a direct call, I beg you. 0817-029-4077, or you just click on the link by the pinned post. There's a pinned post in the comment section. Click on that link. The link will direct you straight to the studio. You just right in the studio to be part of the conversation. I just get a few more questions we BC Afolabi ask. Okay, so there's something that happened. We hear that the Nigerian man Sunday Afolabi has been detained by the Nigerian army under circumstances that have raised serious concerns over his health and safety. So, according to, I think, a message received from his brother, Sukomi Afolabi, who is currently in the United States, Sunday Afolabi was arrested on Monday, October 2025, since October 20, at around 2 p.m. along NTA Road in Ado Ekiti by a military officer. Now, he was taken to Akure before being transferred to Abuja. The family stated that Sunday's only alleged offense was speaking out about the welfare of regular soldiers deployed in Sambisa Forest, highlighting the lack of proper equipment and support. Now, during his last video, or his video call with his wife on Wednesday, October 22, he reportedly appeared handcuffed, bleeding, and extremely weak, reportedly from torture. And quoting his brother Sukomi, says in his last video with his wife on Wednesday, October 22, he appeared handcuffed, bleeding, and extremely weak from torture. Since then, we have had no contact and we are deeply worried about his life and health, especially because he is asthmatic and urgently needs medical care. Sukomi appealed to any form of, for any form of assistance that could help ensure his brother's safety and access to medical care. This not be the first time they published the story. You complain that, oh, the people going out to fight for us, please, why are they poorly paid? And then the Nigerian army comes to pick him up and arrest him. Until now, since October till now, they never hear from him. After October 22, we didn't hear from him. Till now, they're yet to hear from him. Not a word from their brother, someone who's asthmatic. This kind of thing, I would say, I mean, make I let you talk because I have a lot to say, but since now, I mean, make her keep quiet.
Well, for me, this is not it's not an incitement now. It is what even the soldiers are talking about themselves. It is the same thing that even the Minister of Education, the Minister of Communication also talked about superior equipment. The soldiers in Sambisa have been complaining of poor welfare. Understand? They have been complaining of poor welfare, not being well taken care of, and so on and so forth. So I don't know why he should be arrested, because this one he's not calling for a change of government. Understand? That the soldiers should be taken in the battlefield, should be well taken care of. To me, he's a patriot. As far as I'm concerned, he is a patriot. But there are two people in the world. The first are those who say things in a comfortable way. The other people are those who say something or the way it is. And why those who say something in a comfortable way are being praised, those who say it the way it is are being vilified. Understand?
Yes, it was.
So Nigerians like those who make it comfortable. Let us pray for our soldiers. Let us pray for our soldiers. Understand? Prayers have never won any war in any country.
Hmm.
So for me, I see the guy as a patriot, as somebody who means well for the Nigerian soldiers. Because why this is happening is that our soldiers are not motivated. Our soldiers are well trained, but the problem is that they are not being well motivated. If they are well motivated, they will do more.
Hmm.
So for me, anywhere they kept him, they should release him and give him proper treatment.
All right. So, for those of you just joining us for the first time, just to remind you that Dr. Peter Nosike is also an author. He's written a series of books, some that have become bestsellers. And recently, there are two books on our radar. One is The Abuse of Power and My Son Michael. How are the books doing, sir?
Well, they are doing fine. They they are they are doing fine because for abuse of power, what is happening everywhere in the country is abuse of power.
Wow. And it's captured in that book.
Understand me? What is happening in the country? Just if you see what Bago of Niger State said yesterday, because of re-election, he doesn't want to remove his aides that are not performing. Understand?
Hmm.
Because of 2027, he does not want to remove unperforming aides.
Sad.
That's what governor of Niger State, Bago, said.
Yeah.
Which means you condone people who are not performing just to win an election. So what's happening everywhere in the country is abuse of power. Understand?
Yes,
And
sir.
so people who were complaining of sovereignty. Nigeria is a sovereign country. America should not come. Benin Republic is a sovereign country. Why did Tinubu set soldiers there? So it is also that abuse of power.
No, no, but we're playing Big Brother role now. They say would they try, would they play stabilizing role, Big Brother role to stabilize.
Okay, America is the world police, so that they can also come to Nigeria to do the same thing.
Oh my goodness. All right, sir. Okay, sir. So the books are doing well. How about my son Michael?
My son Michael is also is doing well because one is because why government is spending is because we have failed fathers and people who have failed at home now trying to do well in the society. But charity begins at home. Understand? There's no way somebody who has failed as a father will do well in government because there's no way you can treat your children poorly and not treat the children of others very well. So abuse of power is how to raise children properly. Understand me? This the addictions in the world because cell phone is now doing more harm than cigarette and alcohol. Cell phone has become a more addiction than cigarette and alcohol. So it's just how to raise children properly.
Hmm. Hmm. All right, sir. Thank you, sir. So, Nigerians, just to let you know, 1st of January is my birthday, and we promise, T.Y. Danjuma is giving 20,000 naira to 10 people on this platform, but you have to live in Nigeria for you to enjoy that. While we're giving that to you, I also am giving additional 20,000 naira to 10 other people on this platform. So, and for those who join me from social media to here, the only way to partake on the one way me shall give by myself, I say you go need to send me a message about the person we need that money. Tell me why that person will fit need them. Because this I am giving to somebody who be saying, no get us a BM this Christmas. The person no go even fit see 1 grain of rice chop. You know get us a BM. That's why I am giving to the person. So if you have someone like that or you know someone like that, please recommend them and send me the details. I will verify before I go ahead and give. All right. So I must do my due diligence before I go ahead and give. That's what I'm going to do. So if you have someone like that, feel free to send me details. I've received some messages and I'm still going to do my due diligence. So please send me the details to WhatsApp on 0817-029-4077. That's a WhatsApp number to reach us with. And then for my birthday, I would be visiting the IDP camp, and it is going to give me a lot of joy if you can support me, even though I may not be able to go there personally, because I'm thinking that money where I will use pay transport, use go to different IDP camps. If I add it, I could help them to get more personal effects. So I will be going to IDP camps and reaching out to them, and I would really rely on your support across the world if you can help out in any way. An account number is also published on the comment section to take back that. And if you also want to get Mr. Anosike's book, I would also pin the comment of his book, the link to his books on the comment section, so that I'll just put it up on the comment section so that you can also reach out to the book. The Amazon link to the book, so that you can reach out and get a copy of the book if you so wish and want to get the copy. Abuse of Power is very, very good for you. And if you're a parent, just like you said, my son Michael is a very good book. And you had mentioned that book also chronicles a bit of a Nnamdi Kanu story, sir. Is that correct?
Sure. Because one, I and Nnamdi Kanu happen to come from the same community. Understand?
Yes, sir.
We are from Ibe, to understand me. And we were also in the University of Nigeria and Soka at the same time. So he is somebody that I know too well. So I decided that to put the story of who Nnamdi Kanu is in the book. Because what we are seeing now is not the real Nnamdi Kanu. Government has brought out the beast in him.
Do you think he's been psychologically affected by being in solitary confinement for a while?
Nobody cannot be psychologically affected. For when you stay in solitary confinement for years, understand, you must be psychologically affected. So government has brought out the beast in him. So I feel it is better for me, who knows him, to tell his story, than somebody from somewhere telling a story of somebody that he did not know.
So my son Michael chronicles that story very well.
Sure. So I have that to tell my son Michael the story of Nnamdi Kanu, who Nnamdi Kanu is. Understand? And what he is doing. Understand? Because it will be wrong if I that knows him don't talk about it. Then somebody somewhere will come and say that Nnamdi Kanu is a villain, is a terrorist. Understand me? That is a no. So that's why I have to put his story in that book, who Nnamdi Kanu is. Understand? Because I know him very, very well, one-on-one.
All right. So Nigerians watching, that book is highlighted on the comment section. It's also posted there. My son Michael links to it. The Amazon link is there. Kindly ensure, do yourself some good. You can just click on the link and go see for yourself, and then save the link. So maybe later, if you're not disposed to buy now, you can just save the link. Later on, you can visit or revisit the page and get the book. I mean, these books, they're very important to get, if not for yourself, for the sake of educating your children, especially for those of you that know the Nigeria. Your kids need to know about their roots and things to happen for their roots, and it's important that you use it to educate them. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Also,
Yes,
in my son Michael, I talked about the origin of cultism, that's campus cultism in Nigeria. Understand? I talked about the origin
does it have anything to do with the pirates?
No, pirates wasn't violence. Understand?
I'm just saying. I just asked.
But that's pirates started, but they were not as harmful as when Buccaneer Acts and others came in. Understand me? And it is because of this cultism that the student union lost their voice. And that's what people don't know. In the 70s, 80s, students have only one enemy, government. But with this cultism now turn students against each other. If you are in Buccaneer, you don't associate with somebody who is in pirate. If you are in pirate, you cannot associate with somebody who is in acts. Understand me? So students now became enemies of themselves. So we are no more focusing on government. We are now focusing on ourselves. So that's one bad thing that this cultism has done. And that's why the students' union voice is no more as strong as it was about 20, 30 years ago. So I wrote about the origin of cultism in the Nigeria universities in the book. Understand? So that those who are entering university, I talked about the recruitment, how it starts, how it's done, and so on and so forth. So it will be a kind of a guide for anybody entering the university, so that what you have to watch out for are the promises that they used to lure, because it usually starts from first years. People who don't know what is going on in the campus. Understand? So I captured a lot of that that's in the book.
All right, sir. Well, Nigerians, you've heard that. That's a book that you should have. You're supposed to get that copy, make it for fees, and remind yourself. Or like, if you know these stories, I mean, your children feel you know these stories, and it could make them read them up somewhere, make them know what's they happen for their locality. Thank you so much. I'd like to appreciate you. Thank you big time for stopping by. It's always a pleasure to have you join us every Saturday. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your evening. So see you next Saturday, hopefully, and God willing.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye, sir. All right, Nigerians, I'd like to say a big thank you to all of you. Yes, I've seen someone respond and react to me on this. Somebody sent a token, and I appreciate you big time. Thank you so much. I saw the token you sent. No worry, I will publish account details. Make on see them. Kukuma no go carry the money, do anything. So I'll publish it so that you guys will see it, and then my own part too would also be made known so that you also would see for yourself. Even though I don't like to publicize when I do charity works at all, but for the purpose of accountability, especially for every money that gets into this particular account, I am going to ensure that I, put it out so that everybody will see for the purpose of accountability. So I really, really appreciate everyone who's trying to support me on this cause. Thank you so much. Let's be able to put a smile on the faces of people. It would mean the world to me. I still hope and pray that we can get at least one family, at least one, out of the IDP camp by just getting them a house outside the IDP, somewhere they can stay whilst the government settles their matter, even if not 2 years rent to pay, and set them up a business. It will mean a lot to me, and I count on your support to help me achieve that. Just one family, we get children, where their children don't they used to living a camp life. Let the kids just feel that there's something beyond living in a camp. There's something called a home. That would mean a lot to me, honestly speaking. So, and I'm counting on your support. Anything you give isn't small. Just ensure that you, one way or the other, try to support us. The account details are the account is I didn't put it, Fidelity Bank. The account detail is there. Account number is 56101 67936. And the account name is Precious Imi TV Concept. And of course, it's Fidelity Bank account. So God bless you as you do. So the birthday is 1st of January. So we're looking forward to reaching out to them that 1st of January or not too far from that day, either before or after. So please, I'd really count on your support to help us achieve this big dream of ours. Thank you so much. As we begin the year with charity, and I pray that God will replenish your pockets and enrich you in every way possible. All right, now here I'll go back brief for inside the show today. I'd like to say a big thank you always for your unalloyed support, for always being there by this platform. It's always a pleasure to have you guys discuss with us what's going to happen for inside Nigeria. We would continue to speak for the growth and development of our nation because as wahala no dey gree end for Nigeria, as we sef no go gree dem rest, so go dey continue to talk about them so that the leaders one day the thing will enter their head to take the right decision and lead us aright. But at the meantime, I'd like to implore you to please protect your mental health. You know, say wahala need to finish, so it could make you save your mental health small here, because he who worries about Nigerian problem and runs away lives to worry another day. So please protect your mental health. I love you guys so much. Good night and God bless you. See you tomorrow evening. Bye bye.